Alright, so Brian keeps interrupting me when I'm trying to tell him something. So,
You're fired.
yeah, he's firing me from my channel that I created.
Yup, I'm the new boss here, and you're fired, and also you're not straight anymore either. I'm taking away your straight card.
Oh, I never was. Never had one.
Oh, rude. Rude.
Okay, so, Brian would like to talk about some of the bidding wars he's had. So, please.
Alright, well, to give into context, for anyone who's curious about what I mean by bidding, the game that I was talking about is not Diablo, because that's just weird to have a bidding war in Diablo. I also play other video games. Whoa, really? No surprise there, I know. But I'm playing the Elder Scrolls Online with my friends. Just not this friend, because he's stupid and ugly and dumb and cool, and my best friend, and he's so amazing.
Smooth.
But he doesn't play, so not this best friend. Other friends, like, I had to raise a lot of money for something that I really wanted, and so I was previewing a motif, which is like a page that you use to learn for really cool designs, cosmetics for your weapons and gear. I really need a lot of money. I had a motif a lot of people wanted. I shouted out to the world that I was selling it, and then basically it turned into one person being really interested in wanting it, to a ton of people wanting it, and then basically auctioning over the price, which I want to be very clear. Usually that's really unusual to have an auction, because a lot of times when you yell out in the world you want to sell something, people will just private message you, or PM, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people will just PM, so no one really knows a transaction's going down. But, like, this one dude, for some odd reason, said out in the open world, oh, I'll buy it for, like... So I originally wanted to sell the motif for 80,000 gold. And then he's like, oh, I'll buy it for, like, oh, I'll buy it for... It did start, like, at 80,000. He was like, oh, yeah, I'll buy it for, like, 80,000. And then some other dude's like, whoa, I was going to message this guy. I want to buy it. And he's like, well, I'm going to buy it first. And he's like, well, I'll offer 100,000. And the dude's like, fine, let I'll offer 110,000. And the other dude was like, no, you can't do that. Like, this is going to be mine. Like, I started first, it's going to be mine. 120. And long story short, that auction ended at 175,000, and I only wanted 80 for it. And, like, I know I sound ungrateful. I'm super not. It was super funny, and I took pictures of it, because I thought it was, like, a cool, fun, memorable moment of, like, I'm really introverted in video games like that, so I don't like to reach out to people, especially about selling stuff. So to me, that was fun and really special to me. And then, yeah, like, I got all that money, but then I did something new today. So, geez, I hate trading in video games, let alone selling things to people, because you always hear those horror stories in video games where, like, oh, this one person went to trade with another person, and they got scammed out of their item, and now, you know, they don't have their item anymore, and that other person was a scammer, and hackers, and thieves, and all that other stuff. It's like, I get really nervous about doing stuff like that, and in a way, to get that money out of players, like, I have to trade with them. So, like, whenever I do that trade, I try to do it in person. I make sure they list the amount of money on their end first, and then I list my item, and then they press, like, the confirmation button, and then I press the confirmation button. That way, like, I know they're not trying to renege on me or anything, and no one ever does. My transactions have always been good, but, like, I've always had other players that are like, oh, well, you know, I really want to buy your motif, but I'll do it, COD. I'm like, Call of Duty Shoot a Man? How so? Yeah. No, it means cash on delivery. And I'm like, that sounds probably the most sketchy thing I've ever heard, especially because I don't even know how you go about cash on delivery. Like, how do you cash on delivery? Apparently I figured it out today, and I did it, and I actually like it way more than trading in person. So ESO actually has a function where when you go to mail someone, you can request gold from them. It turns into a fee. And then you can add items that you want to give that person in that same email. So in order for that person to take the item from the email, they have to pay the fee. And the moment they pay the fee, the game pays you.
Okay.
And that is how you do cash on delivery. So you set how much you want from the player, then you put your item in, and then you mail them.
Just to be clear, is this game money or like
Yes,
money?
in-game money. I'm not doing illegal, illicit trades. Mind you, unless a video game specifies it in their TOS that they do real-world trading, which is what it's called, if the TOS doesn't ever specify it very clearly, real-world trading is always illegal in every MMO and video game.
Okay.
Always illegal. And that's, if you already knew that, Rob, then you already knew that. That's for the players who didn't know, or might have had different conceptions. No, I know this for a fact. I've been playing for, like, fucking, little over 20 years, yeah, like 24 years now. And no, I fucking know. I've looked it up. I've read it. I've actually sat down during lunch breaks and read like the laws and stuff behind that, because there were some video games I wanted to make a lot of money on in real life and I couldn't. If a game does not specify in their TOS that they do real world trading and you try to do real world trading, it's called RMT. Real money trading, RMT. It's called RMT and it's illicit trading, and it is absolutely illegal. But like not in a way that cops would come and arrest you. You just get your account banned on the spot if caught.
Yeah.
Because then, like, oh, well, why, Brian? Is it illegal or anything? You've looked into this. It's because it's microtransactions that are never going to the company that's actually, like, managing and running the game. You're doing microtransactions at your own benefit, and you're not even paying royalties or anything else. So, it's a loss, and it's not okay. But there are actual games out there, and they're usually only on PC, and they're usually only MMOs, that do real-world trading and allow for it, and they actually promote it, which is wild. And yeah, those are kind of interesting games, but they're like really niche-y. There's a space game. There's a few space games on PC that have real-world trading. That is, like, the game's okay with it.
Is Elite Dangerous one of them?
What's that?
Is Elite Dangerous one of them?
I don't know. I think the one I do know is called EVE Online.
Okay.
And that one's like really, really niche-y for online games, or for space online games, because that's like a space online game where you literally build your ship from scrap one up. And if you don't know spaceship part terms in real life, you're going to be confused in the game.
Give me a second, I'm just drinking my hot chocolate.
You're a hot chocolate.
Thank you.
Let me have a sip of your asshole.
No.
That's where I get the real chocolate from. And because it's hot chocolate, it's the diarrhea, the hot chocolate.
Oh my god, what do you...
If I'm lucky, I can get marshmallows too, which is the chunks.
Why?
Hot. In the words of the movie Polar Express, hot chocolate.
Why did we have to take this turn? We were just talking about, like, game trading.
And let me have a taste, Daddy.
No. No.
Yeah, yes.
I'm sorry, but no.
Let me have a slurp. Let me have a slurp.
Listen, I told you, only off camera do we talk about this.
I want your hot chocolate, and I want it chunky. I want it fucking peanut butter chunky. So, like, I crunch into it.
You're distracting me, I'm gonna die. If I die because you talked about, like, chunky peanut butter in a weird way, I'm gonna be real pissed off.
I want chunky peanut butter, and by peanut butter, I mean the shit from your ass. And by chunky, I mean I want it Krispy Kreme. And by Krispy Kreme, I mean I want it crispy crunchy. And by crispy crunchy, I mean I want to into that shit.
Listen, you're out of control right now, and I don't have the energy to really win.
Bone app the teeth. Let me have some.
Oh shit, I'm actually gonna die. What is chewing away at my health? What is going on?
It's the thunder. You gotta dodge it. I'm not dodging it because I'm gonna make it through this health fast enough. Yeah, we gotta get through the trees. Or they're never gonna stop spawning, and the thunder's never gonna stop spawning either.
Alright, got it. More mana, please.
More mana, please. I need a refill! Alright, cool, we're safe now.
Alright, that was a little scary.
Yeah, dude, this fight gets a little bit scary. If you want, we can actually go do some dungeons or something to level up a little bit, because the boss we're gonna go fight is named Erida, and she's gonna be spawning that shit like fucking crazy along with exploding whirlwinds. Do you want to level up a little bit?
Yes. I can feel
Okay.
the enemy is getting, like, harder as we go along, so...
Yeah. Well, let's level you up a little bit and make sure your gear score is appropriate.
Okay.
Cause that's another thing too is, oh dude, look at that. Oh, did you see that wood frozen?
Yes.
Dude, he was gonna slam dunk, bro. That was awesome.
My Nova ability is, like, literally like a nuh-uh ability.
Right? Let's go find a dungeon that you won't like die in, and we can run like the episode through even if we're doing dungeons, and then we'll just end at that timer. But like, all right, so for the viewers, I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break from the story for a moment, because me and Rob are recognizing that, you know, like, things are getting a little bit harsh, and I already know the fight to come, and no offense to you, big boy, but you're not ready for her. If
Oh,
that was
fine.
giving you trouble, she's gonna be spawning way more of that.
I wasn't giving
Honestly,
me much trouble. I just didn't know what was killing me because I wasn't paying attention.
well, some people don't want to be told, like, basically that they're too weak for something. So, like, I'm just trying to be, like, considerate, but I'm just, like, evaluating the situation. Honestly, I don't think the thunder would be what would really kill you, per se. It's what she'll spawn intermittently, which is, like, exploding whirlwinds. That also will try to find you. They'll try to home in on you. And I've almost died to those before.
And we're gonna do our best to not die, even though usually when we do a random dungeon, that's the point in which we die.
Whatever,
So,
we have to overcome that shit, so.
we're gonna go to a dungeon, and we're not going to die. My name will not be erased by another character.
Oh my god. But while we're walking there, to finish up that last bit of that conversation for trading and stuff, dude, the amount of money they make in that, dude. Some people make over hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not actually lying. I've looked up the numbers on EVE Online. Some people make over hundreds of thousands of dollars in in-game trading. And not in like 20 years either. Yeah. I'm talking like short periods of time. Some people build ships and then they sell them for like 10 to $20,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because like they get their hands on the right part. It is part. Some of it is like actual investing, so they are using some of their money themselves in the game. But like the shit that they build out of the materials and everything else that they funded and provided for themselves make the ship like super deadly or super fast or super good at harvesting or terraforming, stuff like that. And then, you know, people who are really lazy and just want everything really quickly and are really rich will be like, alright, cool, here's your money. And a lot of really, really smart, rich scientist-like people play on that game. Or just nerdy people in general. Just
So, is the game
It's free.
fun?
Yes, I actually did have fun playing EVE. If you don't start anything with any players and you keep a low profile, EVE is the super maxed advanced version of No Man's Sky.
Okay.
Discover planets, all that kind of stuff. It's super maxed because it's a lot more reality than fantasy.
Yeah.
It's like going into a wormhole and Eve would kill you. Whereas in No Man's Sky, that would teleport you closer to the center of the galaxy.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we don't. So yeah, it's free and it's pretty good, but like, I could never make money from it because I just not really smart enough or dedicated enough to like really learn the ropes for that game. Another game that made in-game money that Michael used to play, and he almost kind of managed it for a while, as like one of the DMs in the game, is called Rust.
Oh, I know
no,
about
not
Rust.
Not Rust. Worm. Sorry. My bad. No, everyone knows about Rust. Fuck, my bad. No, not Rust. Let me correct myself. It's called Worm. Oh my god, Michael was talking about Rust before, and I was thinking about that for some reason. No. It's called Worm. It's called Worm.
Oh, and I thought it was cool being like, oh, I know what Rust is.
I'm sorry, Rob. I genuinely am for taking away your moment of being cool. To be fair, I still don't even really know what like Worm is. He says it's like a dystopian Mad Max kind of survival game. But it's also very alien and shit like that.
Okay.
But basically, like, you have shelters and stuff, and people can raid that shit, and like some of the things that you can grind out and gather is like worth a lot of money in real life. And the person that Michael actually met the person that created the game and runs it and everything, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm totally cool with in-game trading and stuff. I don't care.
Where did he meet him? A convention?
No, in the game.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Michael ended up being so good at this game that he started meeting the actual like game managers, the DMs or whatever, or GMs. Yeah, he started meeting the GMs in the game, and then the GMs were liked Michael and liked how enthusiastic he was and how much he was really. Michael's one of my friends, FYI for the people who don't know. Like they really liked his attitude and his skills and shit like that. And they're like, well, you really know a lot and you play this like all the time and every day, and you really know how to fix our problems because you're so immersed in our game. Would you like to be a GM and kind of help with troubleshooting and players and stuff like that? And he was like, oh hell yeah, I'd really love to do that. And in doing so, he met the creator of the game, who also like actively runs the game inside the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
And all that other stuff. Oh, hell yeah. And after meeting him, the dude was like, oh, I really like you, Michael. Like, I wouldn't even mind paying you, making this kind of a job for you, if you would like it. And so Michael kind of like ran it as a job for a while.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah. I'm gonna take a drink here.
Yeah, no, like, the dude was like really cool about, basically paying Michael to be a GM. And then like Michael didn't end up sticking with that for too long because like I think what I'm allowed to say publicly as to maintain a great deal of privacy.
Give me a sec here.
Yeah.
Continue. I'm just doing an item check.
Oh yeah. Like to maintain the right amount of privacy and whatnot for all parties is there were disagreements between, so there were GMs, and then the way the guy ran his game is there's GMs, arch GMs, and then like and then the creator. Taking a sip here. Michael and some of the arch GMs didn't see eye to eye. There were some differences in opinions, and so it didn't work out.
Oh, that's too bad. That sounded like a good gig.
Yes, and I actually need you to stay still for one moment. I have to go back to Sergar. I have a lot of gear in my inventory. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone. It'll take me but a moment. I'm literally going to hit the junk button. And then I'll
do that
run
too.
right back. But yeah, like... So it just goes to show that if you really love a game and you really play it long enough, you'll actually attract attention whether you think you will or won't. And if you're really friendly to people and, like, you're really good at what you do and whatnot, you might even get hired to like help out with that game.
Well, let me ask you this: was this like kind of a niche startup kind of game?
Niche startup.
Like, was it like a really well-known game, or was it like kind of like an independent like game that a few people knew about?
No, it had, like, I don't know how to answer that because, like, it did have a good following, but it didn't have, like, I think it had, like, 1 million people playing it.
Oh, not too bad. Like, I mean, I was just saying, like, I mean, yeah, you're right, but you know, it might be easier to work for a game like Adventure Quest Worlds than it would be to work for, say, I don't know, Overwatch, like something
No one wants to
like.
work for Overwatch. They have a better chance getting fired in that company than actually making a career out of it. Yeah, you heard me, Blizzard. You fucking heard me. I know what you did. Well, I mean, we all know what you did because it was publicly released, but you hear me.
This video is sponsored by Blizzard.
Oh, hell no, it's not. I'd rather be sponsored by Trojan Condoms than be sponsored by Blizzard.
They probably give us a lot of money, honestly.
I would rather it be sponsored by Trojan Condoms, like disowned brother used condoms, than be sponsored by Blizzard.
Did you know that there's like these sketchy black market people that like quote unquote wash used condoms and resell them?
Good, given to me. Hey ladies, if you're ever interested in getting with me, I promise you my condoms are fresh.
Oh my god.
Also, Rob, where are these used condoms at?
I don't know. I regret ever talking.
Don't worry, ladies. I know that these work because I'm gonna test them out on Rob.
If we ever did get sponsored, if we ever did get sponsored, who do you think would be the first unfortunate people to sponsor us?
Who does Aaron hate again really bad?
I don't know about like.
It can't be Wendy's. He loves Wendy's, and I know he constantly tries to get Wendy's.
I know he hates almonds.
Why?
Because they're bad for the environment.
You're bad for the environment.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whoever Aaron hates, we're probably going to get sponsored by first, because that would be our luck.
I don't know if I heard him ever like hating on a company.
I thought it was Denny's, but I need to watch that video.
No,
again.
it's Subway. It's Subway.
Subway.
Yeah.
Right. He hates Subway. All right, so probably Subway. Knowing our luck, probably Subway.
That'd be so funny. Alright, so I'm gonna ruin our chances right now. Subway, I can't shit on them too hard because every time I have Subway, they basically save my life. Like they save me from the brink of dying of exhaustion or starvation or dehydration. However, that's usually only when I go there is when I'm desperate. And, like, I don't know. The food is not that great. It's overpriced. Their food is, like, an F. But I rate them overall, like, at a D because their servers are always friendly. Every time, no matter what. And, I love that about them. But yeah, not great.
Right, so, as you can hear, not really good reviews, therefore, that makes us the best candidate.
Oh my god, I'm literally a god right now.
Yep. You can't be hurt, you basically one-shot everything. I've walked into boss fights at the very end of a dungeon with this, and, like, taken 3/4 health away in, like, 10 seconds flat. Not even 10 seconds. Why do I always say 10 seconds? Like 10 seconds is some short shit. 10 seconds in reality in a fight is really fucking long. Like in 2 seconds I've taken 30 or like 75% away with that ability. I keep forgetting 10 seconds is really long. That's so weird to me, man. Seconds. How long they can be in certain exposures.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm playing Overwatch. Which do not sponsor us, and we will not sponsor you. I do play Overwatch, but that's because I like the abuse, and I like watching myself get angry and suffer. I will say nothing more about that. That game is not for the faint of heart. In fact, that game isn't for the right in the mind. So don't.
Well, it's a perfect game for you then.
Right. You have a better chance of being considered normal and living a good life playing Call of Duty with the worst people on the planet than having a good time on Overwatch.
Oh, we're full of opinions today.
You have a better chance of being best friends with Adolf Hitler than actually having a good time in Overwatch 2.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's...
And being a Jew at the same time. You have a better chance of being a Jew and surviving and being friends with Hitler than actually having a good time in Overwatch.
Brian is just going down the list of every single word that an AI will flag or video for, and like compressing them down into the shortest time possible to see if
Also,
the
if
AI
you're a
will
Jew,
skip over it.
give me my money back.
Oh god.
Except the pennies, you can keep those. I know you picked them up off the ground. I hope they were heads up and lucky.
Welcome to the worst jokes imaginable, the episode.
Whatever, I have every right to make fun of Jews, seeing as I had to go through all of high school being called a Jew for my hair.
Because it's curly? I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, it was curly, and Jeremy wouldn't let it go. Another friend of mine. And, dude, literally, because it was curly, I was a Jew for a boy. So if I had to grow up with the same childhood as a real Jew, not being a Jew, then I get full immunity for making jokes.
Some people might have different opinions, but...
Yeah, well, their opinions don't matter. Because they didn't grow up with Jew hair. And if they did, then why are you fighting back with me, bro? You get that immunity too.
No, hey, I'm not claiming... I'm not a part of these... God. How do I can't recover from the shit that you destroy. You understand that, right? Like, our dynamic isn't you destroy something and I rebuild it. I can't possibly rebuild what you've just destroyed.
Right, but you have to think of it this way, though. Did I really destroy it? I mean, that's like that shit with Amanda's Adventure. Did I really destroy it?
That's a little different from, like...
It's not different, she's black!
Yeah, she's... Okay, but... You didn't mention her blackness, first of all. And secondly...
Sure, she could have been white. I have met some white Amandas.
And secondly, that's a little different from, like, anti-Semitic... I mean...
I'm not anti-Jew, I just think they need to give me my money back. I'm okay with them living for a while. It's when my money's in compromise that then my morals start to shift down the rabbit hole.
Well, that's for any group of people, honestly.
True.
Yeah.
Just happens to be more or less Jews.
Well, you know, I hope you work out your differences with them in a non-violent manner.
Also, like, I always have to do this, disclaimer note, Jews are really cool people, Christians are really cool people, I have no indifference to any religions whatsoever. I think believing in something in general is amazing and way above me because, honestly, I'm weak in spirit and in will as I can't have faith like these people do, and I know what everyone's gonna say to me. It's not about having faith, you simply just, like, it's always there. Faith is something that is with you. It's not something you have or choose to have. It's something that just kind of is. I get it. And whatever God you believe in, I think that's amazing. I think you're a strong and spiritually amazing person. It's not me. I can't be it. I'm weak. Like, I just don't have the temperament.
Hold up for a sec.
Yeah. I'm
just doing inventory stuff.
Yeah, you're cool. And so, for all the people out there that are religious, practice religion, I find that to be a great trait in a person, and believe in what you believe in. Keep doing you. And, you know, no matter what I say, you're always number one.
Yeah, of course, and Brian's obviously not an anti-Semite, and...
No,
you know,
hell no.
I'm gonna hit
I've never
upload in this
heard it.
video. I'm gonna hit upload in this video and just see what happens and hope for the best. And
Yeah,
at least you didn't say the N-word like Felix did.
uh,
So,
wait, what?
uh,
Who's
supposedly,
Felix?
PewDiePie.
Ooh. Wait. He's trying to outdo me. Dude, give me a moment. I can do this,
Uh,
guys. So I'm going to spell something very special for everyone on the show
it's
today.
not a
I
challenge.
would like you all to sing with me while
It's
I
not
do
a
it
challenge.
in the... new online challenge. Who can say it the best?
You're banned.
PewDiePie one-upping me? Bro.
No, you didn't know about, PewDiePie, I forget exactly what he did, but he paid these people to, like, say something extremely anti-Semitic, and, basically, like, he saw the recording of what they did for him, and he acted all embarrassed, and he said, oh guys, like, I'm so sorry, like, on the video, instead of, you know, just not uploading the video in the first place.
Yeah, because, like, why upload it? You can control that. To anyone who loves their Let's Players and stuff and gets confused and wants to defend them and stuff, you have to understand, before you go defending or condemning anyone, you don't realize that if they're the content creators, they're in full control on the upload. Even if they have a staff. The staff still will usually get the A-OK from them to upload. Like, they chose to upload profanity.
Oh yeah,
And offensiveness.
and even after you upload it, it can be taken down after the fact. So
And instead of taking it down, he's just apologizing for it. Like, you know that by keeping it up, you're still always making that a part of your history. Like, a part of who you are as a brand and a name in the internet.
yes,
Like, yeah, no, that's sussy right there.
which is what we're gonna do when we hit upload on this video.
Yeah, but see, unlike PewDiePie, aka Felix, I'm like, I know what I'm saying it, and then I have like disclaimer, like, hey
Oh, no,
guys, this is
it's never
satiric.
serious. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
no, it's always satiric. Like,
yeah, every single thing we say, unless we explicitly state otherwise, is satirical and should not be taken seriously. So that's why I'm
yeah,
comfortable.
absolutely.
That's why I'm comfortable hitting upload at the end of the episode.
Right. Right, like, and I've made it very clear since episode 1, I push boundaries all the time. That's half of my comedy for my satiric bits. I always push the boundaries because, like, there's not enough people in this world that's funny that push boundaries. And I think that's such a travesty because, like, it's so fun sometimes to just be like, man, I just found a penny on the ground. I wonder which Jew's gonna get it first. Though, to be fair, they may end up having a hard time getting it with their nose pushing it away constantly, seeing as their nose will hit the ground first.
Yeah, so literally pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, it's fun.
The really sad thing is that I think the younger people of today's world are more in line with that kind of humor than we think.
Oh,
But,
I already know that. That's why I do it. It's why it's my bit. It's because I know younger people get it. Younger people are so tired and exhausted. Literally, there's some kids coming out the puss and they're already exhausted with the fucking just how PC the world wants to be over every little nitpick thing.
No, so-
And there are some things that just need to be left in the past.
no, so I'll correct you for one thing. It's adults our age that are sick of the PC stuff and like the woke stuff. Kids of today's world, however, it's not that they're tired. It's just that they have like no sense of shame.
True.
At least when they're by themselves, and at least some of the people I know, like that's just one example. But yeah, I'm willing to bet that the rest of the world is in line with the same thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just It's whatever, man, but a lot of people I talk to, they got some pretty loose humor and find it funny, and, you know, that's all I really care about. So.
Well, that's what YouTube is for. You put your personality out there, and you attract whoever you will. Hopefully not Nazis. Real life
Look,
Nazis.
some of them are actually some of them are pretty reasonable people. They just have really skewed beliefs.
Oh yes.
Like, just remember that out there, people. Like, at the end of the day, no matter what your beliefs are, people are people. Yes, their beliefs can be very skewed, violent, or wrong, and yet they're still people.
Yeah, misguided.
Like Rob,
people.
misguided. He still thinks the Earth is flat. Don't blame him. All right.
It is though. Right?
Look, just as long as you don't pull that shit that Aaron caught one time, or it was Danny that caught it, where there's this one dude that was like, oh yeah, the Earth is flat. We have members all over the globe. Then you're fine. As long as you don't get caught in stuff like that, you're good.
No, the Earth's not flat, it's a donut.
Okay, I actually kind of like that concept. That sounds really cool. The shape of the Earth is D's nut. I know what I said and I'm sticking with it.
Your voice cut out when you said it, but I know what you said.
I said the world is in the shape of D's nuts. Oh no, this is gonna kill me. Bye.
Oh shit.
I lived! Holy fuck. What the fuck, I lived? Guys, I lived! It was the blessing of your Lord Jeezalbub who saved me. Your Lord and Savior Jeezalbub.
For those of you that don't know, that's Jesus and Beelzebub.
Yes. Always remember and love and serve the Lord Jeezalbub, for he will save us all. And then there's his distant cousin, Jesus, who I secretly believe in and worship more.
So, my Nova makes bosses vulnerable for 6 seconds.
I'm okay with that. So I changed my imbuement to ice so that I could get this one ability where anytime an enemy is chilled, I deal 15% extra damage to him.
Get him. Yeah, 6 seconds of vulnerability.
That bastard. Well, I'm not staying around for that hit. Oh, he's blowing up the map. Oh no! That doesn't actually hurt as much as I thought it would.
Oh, I have my finger ready on my fire shield in case that happens again. It makes me invulnerable for 2 seconds.
Hey, you're fucking level 21. Have you done your awakening quest yet?
No.
Okay, you need your enchantments, bro, because you got to put that that fire ability on your enchantment so that you also get that free death. So you stop losing letters in your name.
Yeah, that would be
Because
nice.
you basically can die for free once.
However, that quest is the last thing that killed me, ironically.
Really?
Yeah, the last thing I died on
Enchantment
was...
quest? Hmm.
I think it was an enchanting quest.
It's your level 15 quest. It's a white quest.
Yeah, it was that one. I did the whole dungeon, and then the boss one-shot me at full health.
That is amazing, honestly. That is kind of funny in a way because, like, that was supposed to be a dungeon to help progress you as a player, not end you. No, I can help you with that if you need me to.
Yeah, we can do that next.
That way you can have that equipped.
And you're talking about what aspect of the protector?
No.
Isn't that where you get it from, though?
Depends. I need to see what dungeon it's going to send you to. You just go into your map, you hit your left directional pad, and you go to the white symbol, and it should tell you that there's a priority quest for you to unlock your enchantments.
Yeah, I'll do that in a sec. Sorcerer, Legacy of the Magi.
Yes, that's it. Yep, you want the Legacy of the Magi.
Yeah, and it's in the corner of the map, just like where I thought it would be.
Okay, so then it probably is that dungeon.
And for some reason I haven't discovered that waypoint. Alright, so we're gonna go for a little walk.
A little walkie walk.
Oh, potions. I'm gonna upgrade my potions.
Oh, that's actually really broken. You deal 15% increased damage to chilled enemies. This bonus is increased to 30% against frozen enemies.
Oh.
Oh, that's that. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, that's from my frozen section. And actually, I don't even think I need to have ice abilities to do it because you have the ice ability. Probably could just go shift over to poison again. Chilled enemies have their movement speed further reduced by up to 30%, and you gain 15% increased chilled effect. Pretty sure that's how that works. Yep.
Yeah, I love shattering enemies while they're frozen.
It's really fun.
My eyes are being pegged out by birds. What? What's up, buddy?
I was just thinking on some stuff, on some of my abilities and stuff.
Okay. Like?
Oh, just like what imbuements to have, certain enchantments. Like, I can still gain from the chilled enemies. But maybe I want to do... switch things around a little bit here.
Waypoint unlocked. Nice.
Not while I'm in town.
Wait, since when did I... What? Oh, your equipment can give you a skill point on something you have in your tree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the best piece of gear in the game that everyone seeks out is an Uber Unique, and it gives +4 to all of your abilities on your tree, and a 20% damage reduction actively from all enemies. Everyone keeps their eyes out for it. It's called the Harlequin. Harlequin's hat or something like that.
Alright, well, we are running out of time in this one, so we'll end it here. We might record us doing a dungeon, or we might not. We probably did the dungeon on camera before.
Record these nuts!
Yeah, what he said. But don't actually
Yeah.
do that. You could get arrested.
Yeah,
Bye.
by me, the These Nuts Police.